Released on June 3, 2021 to mixed to positive reception, Wing of Darkness is a third-person shooter with a twist. Rather than playing as a typical soldier fighting enemies in conventional infantry combat, Wing of Darkness has players play as the pilot of a mech, engaging in aerial combat against various airborne enemies of various length, shape, and size. Developed by Production Exabilities and published by Clouded Leopard Entertainment, this is the former studio's first and so far only title, available on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Microsoft Windows through Steam. The game's story focuses on a young woman named Clara Ernst, who originally joined her country's military to serve in a non-combat role. However, she is made a special aviator sergeant in the Federal Air Force, thanks to having the potential to access the revolutionary new technology known as the HELD system. Upon officially becoming a member of her new unit, called Abendflugel, under General Rudolf Detman, she is made a Fraulein, the term for the pilots of the mechs in question. Alongside her squadron mate, Erika Loeser, Clara and the rest of Abendflugel must fight against enemy forces known simply as the Blankers. The story itself is narrated in semi-animated cutscenes from the perspectives of both Clara and Erika in a style not unlike a manga or graphic novel. While its premise and plot are very interesting, with the characters themselves being well fleshed out by the end, the cutscenes themselves cannot be skipped in any way whatsoever, meaning that on subsequent playthroughs you'll probably be bored to death while waiting for the next level screen to arrive. Arguably, the game's strongest point is its gameplay. In addition to being a third-person shooter, the game also uses elements from the flight simulator and mecha genres, with the game's most evident inspirations being Ace Combat, Gundam, Infinite Stratos, and Strike Witches franchises. Each level has a player as Clara, often accompanied by Erika in their HELD system mechs, engage dozens of Blanker threats, ranging from small flying units to massive heavy bombers, with the final few levels pitting you against Blanker Frauleins, who are essentially evil counterparts to Clara and Erika, having similar attacks, movesets, and abilities as you do. Each level feels unique and distinct from the previous one, with each feeling rather fresh and new. The gameplay itself is rather simple, where the player simply has to point at an enemy, shoot them until they explode and die. For larger enemies, this includes targeting their weak points, dodge return fire and missile attacks, and rinse and repeat. Overall, this game is a rather underrated hidden gem. While it has a rather compelling story, with equally interesting characters combined with adrenaline-pumping gameplay, it is rather short, even on some of the higher difficulties. It should be noted that we played through and finished the entire game in less than 2 hours, which includes the aforementioned unskippable cutscenes. One other problem we had during our playthrough was a problematic and game-breaking bug that we had encountered during our first attempt to finish the 5th level, which caused the game's menus to freeze. Other than those two issues, however, the game is a solid experience from beginning to end. If you're a huge fan of franchises like Ace Combat, or a fan of mecha, science fiction, and military and warfare works like Gundam, then Wing of Darkness just might catch your interest. What other anime-themed games do you want us to try out? Let us know in the comments down below. Till then, this is Gaming Information Station, signing off.